I did see this. I was going to watch this. So Linus got his video taken down for making a video about ad-free YouTube. Uh-oh.
We've had our share of controversies on this channel.
We have.
Hacked, uploading April Fool's pranks that were too believable. That time Colton issued copyright strikes against ourselves.
Good
twice. We've also removed plenty of videos from our channel, sometimes due to typos or other errors that needed to be corrected or disagreements with sponsors.
Sure.
But you know what's never happened in 15 years? We have never had a video on our channel taken down by YouTube without our consent, is what I used to say. That is until last Tuesday, when I received a notification that our video titled De-Google Your Life Part 2, Ad-Free YouTube, was removed from the platform, and I was issued a community guidelines strike warning. A warning that turns into a full strike if I repeat the offense.
Wow.
Except, what exactly did I even do? How is it that a video about open maps and ad blocking can fall under harmful or dangerous content? I've done more dangerous things for a D-brand sponsor spot, and those are all still up.
It was all glass.
Speaking of, obviously those guys weren't gonna miss an opportunity to insert themselves into an LTT controversy, so they sponsored this video,
Good
and
for
we'll
them.
talk about them more a bit later.
This is so ridiculous. What a segue.
First, let's go through what happened. On August 20th, we published De-Google Your Life Part 2.
Right.
And after about 2 weeks and 1.4 million views, YouTube took the video down and gave us a warning for violating their terms of service, or TOS. But why? I mean, we've uploaded numerous other videos that cover topics like ad blocking, VPNs, and alternative YouTube clients.
Yeah, I mean, that is really weird. Like, if I were them, I would want to reach out to YouTube to know what I did wrong. Because, like, can I not say to use ad block? Like, or what, right? Because, like, what the fuck? Because he doesn't want to lose his channel.
What is it that made this video specifically harmful or dangerous? We get part of the answer in this explainer paragraph that says that this category applies to videos which violate YouTube's terms of service or, emphasis here, encourage other users to do so, which includes content that provides instructions on how to download.
So is using an ad block not following their terms of service? I didn't even know that.
YouTube videos in an unauthorized manner. There's a lot to unpack here, starting with that I don't understand how that is harmful or dangerous, except maybe to Google's bottom line.
Of course.
They want you to pay for premium for the privilege of downloading videos, which is well within their rights, but I don't think you can make the argument that downloading a video is harming the community in any way unless we've dimension hopped and gone back 40 years, and viewing that content could cause the thought police to cart you away for reprogramming.
I think that it would make sense that YouTube wouldn't want to have content on their platform that directly shows how to bypass their business model. Like, of course. Of course they don't want to have that happen, right? However, I think that YouTube, in order to like I would be much more willing to defend YouTube if YouTube didn't have the entire website full of scam ads. Like, there's just too many scam ads on YouTube for YouTube to have the moral upper hand here. Like, there's just all of these, like, Joe Rogan supplements, or Donald Trump, you know, needs your $37 right now. Send it to this guy that lives in India, and, you know, he's going to make sure that Donald Trump sends you a photograph that's signed. Didn't he talk about this yesterday? Yeah, we did. But now Linus has come out with an actual video talking about it and addressing it himself. So yeah, it's a scam, right? It is an actual scam. So it's like YouTube is, I can understand the logic of YouTube doing this, but at the same time, I don't think that YouTube really has like the ethical, like, I guess, like, I don't know, like bandwidth, or like whatever you want to call it, mandate, the ethical mandate to say that nobody should be able to use ad block or talk about ad block when their ads are literal scams. Yeah, they don't have the moral high ground here. You have too many scam ads.
But let's put that aside, because the arbitrary categorization isn't really the point. The video was removed because for several of its 23-minute runtime, we discussed a number of ways of accessing all of the content on YouTube without interfacing with YouTube directly, including by downloading videos. Now, to avoid this video getting removed, I'm not going to repeat what we said, and I'm not going to link to the re-uploads that other users have graciously provided for your convenience.
Very funny.
What I am going to do, though, is not issue copyright strikes against those guys, and I'll give you
That's crazy, huh? Wow. What a surprise. What a loophole? Yeah, what an interesting loophole. Man.
The one ad-free YouTube hack that I actually thought was the coolest one. For whatever reason, if you copy the URL of a YouTube video into Bing, you should get to enjoy an ad-free experience. Now, saying that shouldn't violate any TOS, and if Google doesn't like it, they can hash that out with Microsoft.
Let's try it. Let's try it right now. So we're going to copy the YouTube link into Bing, and we're going to search for it. And then
Bing, you should get to enjoy an ad-free experience.
So I have to click on, I mouse over it, and then I click on the, so if I just watch any of these,
the most interesting and newsworthy television show of the year is coming here to TCN. We are not bragging, that's actually true.
The president's been shot. I repeat, the president's been shot.
So our longtime producer Justin Wells and a team have been embedded, with no publicity at all, with Donald Trump on the campaign trail for months.
Wow. I can't believe Linus would do this. That's fucked up. You know what's really funny about this? Is like, do you know how viewers will go into like each other's streams and being like, do you know what he said about you? He said that you're a loser and that you're falling off and you're gay. And then they're like, wait, what? Actually, you know what? I've always wanted to say, hey, yo, fuck that bitch. I ain't got nothing to do with him. I hated, I never liked him. And then like, it was all made up, right? And like viewers will try to start drama between streamers. Did Linus potentially just start drama between Microsoft and Google? Did he just do that? Oh my God. A little bit. Yeah, just a little bit.
Saying that shouldn't violate any TOS, and if Google doesn't like it, they can hash that out with Microsoft. I'd recommend an MMA match between Satya Nadella and Sundar Pichai. Other than that, I don't know if there's a path to us making this video available again on YouTube, because if we re-uploaded it, that would be violating the TOS again, netting our channel a strike.
Well, here's the way I look at it. I mean, nobody should be mad at Linus for this. I mean, at the end of the day, he's at YouTube's house, and if they say you got to take your shoes off when you're in the house, you take your fucking shoes off. That's just the way it is. You don't like it, go to somebody else's house. Like, you got to follow the rules. That's it. You follow the rules, and if you don't, you get in trouble. Nobody should be expecting him to fall on a sword for just some bullshit.
Pretty big deal. YouTube has a pretty clear 3 strikes and you're out policy. With strike 1 stopping us from posting for a week, strike 2 stopping us for 2 weeks, and strike 3 permanently removing the channel altogether. Not posting for even just 1 week would result in significant damage to our business, and with around 100 people working here, supporting their families, that just isn't a risk that we're willing to take, no matter...
What the fuck? Why would you even consider re-uploading it? They said it was against the rules. Why would you upload something that you know is going to get you in trouble? Like, that's stupid. Like, who the fuck would say they should re-upload it? Like, obviously they shouldn't re-upload the video that was in trouble. Like, what? Got them in trouble? Yeah.
How cheeky I'm personally feeling about the whole situation. And besides, if we're being honest, we probably should have known this was coming. We aren't the first channel that this has happened to because of discussions around downloading videos. And even channels that are on the larger side, like Louis Rossman's, have gotten struck for promoting a particular desaturated Corvid app that includes just such functionality. Now, obviously,
Bro, how many of y'all remember back in like 2004 and 5 when Google had like the video streaming service that was before YouTube, and they let you download the videos yourself? Like, that used to be a thing, because like I remember I would watch Halo montage videos and I would just download the video on my own. Google Video. Dude, I remember Google Videos was actually so fucking good. Like, for its time, it was insanely fucking good. Like, the frame rates were good. The render speed was just so amazing.
he didn't end up getting banned forever, considering that his channel is still around, but they were clearly furious that he'd been so brazen. And I mean, of
course,
it's pretty obvious why YouTube is upset about this. At the end of the day, we both knowingly violated the TOS, and in a manner that has a clear impact on the long-term viability of the platform.
Sure,
as much as I hate to say it, they're kind of right here. I mean, imagine
YouTube is right, but YouTube, I'm sorry, I'm not going to go and be like YouTube is... They have to fix their ad program. They have to... It's so bad. It's actually so bad. I don't know how it hasn't happened already. Like, fix your fucking ad program. Like, I have no problem supporting YouTube, paying YouTube Premium for no ads. No problem whatsoever. But the ad program they have, the ads they have are awful.
You created a restaurant. Let's call it Nacho Gong. Then someone punched a hole in the back of the restaurant, giving everybody direct access to the kitchen, and then started giving out the food for free.
Sure.
Food that you paid for. Now, obviously, the bandwidth and storage costs of serving a video are not the same as the food supplies and prep costs of serving a meal, but they are real costs that the platform does have to bear, and the payment for them is ads and tracking on YouTube.
It's very obvious that YouTube survives off of ads. If YouTube didn't have ads, YouTube could not exist. If everybody used ad block tomorrow, YouTube would get shut down. You have to have some way for people to chip in, either voluntarily or by watching ads or something. Like, that's just that has to happen. The problem is not that you have to watch it. Like, I'm going to be honest. I have no problem with ads on YouTube. I think they're very fast. You skip them. It's a few seconds, maybe 5 seconds, and that's it. You just move on. YouTube has probably the best ad system. However, there are a lot of ads that are fucking scams. And if you have a fucking thing, if you have an ad program that has scams in it, you can't be surprised when people want to categorically remove scams. Scams? Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't think it's a 20-second 1 out of 2. You guys get that? Like, the most I've ever got was a 45-second unskippable one time in, like, 3 years. Ironically, I got it yesterday. Because, like, I'll watch on my PS4. I'll watch YouTube on my PS4, and I'll get an ad, and it will be like a 15-second ad that I can skip after 5 seconds. Or a 1-minute ad that I can skip after 15 seconds. I'm sorry, but I really don't think that's a big deal. I don't think it's a big deal. I don't think that YouTube is doing something wrong by having that. Yeah, I really don't. Like, I'm not going to complain about that at all. It's fine. On every video, it's dog shit. Just don't watch them.
You don't have to like those things, and you can continue to circumvent YouTube's payment system as long as you're able. I'm not going to judge you. But what you can't do is sit there and say, well, I have no idea what they're mad about. And you shouldn't be surprised if YouTube does someday patch the undocumented API exploits that third-party platforms are taking advantage of.
They always will. It will always be a cat and mouse game of YouTube trying to stop people from ad blocking and doing things to get around their monetization, and then people figuring out new ways to get around it. Like, this is always how it is.
When
it's an arms race. Yeah,
happens,
exactly. It's normal.
What do we do? Well, I can't speak for every creator, but what we did is we made our own video platform with float planes and exclusives. So if you like our content, please consider subscribing over at lmg.gg/floatplane, where you will still be able to find De-Google Your Life Part 2 with no ads or sponsor integrations, along with plenty of behind-the-scenes and exclusive content that was, in many cases, deemed to be too hot for YouTube or, in most cases actually, not algorithm friendly. And I mean, I hate that it's come to this. Nobody wants more subscriptions. But we aren't the only ones who see the writing on the wall and want to reduce our reliance on Google's fat teat. Plenty of other creators have also set themselves up on alternatives, like Patreon, to offer their fans.
It's crazy that Linus is saying this. This is going to be an ego stroking session, by the way. Because I made a video saying this was going to happen in 2017. And it has happened. There it is.
And something more
How about that?
doesn't come with intrusive ads and tracking.
Yeah.
As for the future of our content here on YouTube, well, we're definitely going to keep uploading, but we're also definitely going to play it a little safer with respect to third-party YouTube clients and tools.
Yeah, it's smart.
With that said, though, we haven't donned our tricorn hat for the last time, and in fact, we've got a video coming very soon on the various ways that you can activate Windows 11, ranging from buying it for $200 to activating it for a lot less
Free.
than $200.
Yeah.
So make sure you're subscribed, and I will see you over there. Just like D-Brand sees us through difficult times like this. Those
Man,
guys
$200?
are always there,
Is that how
helping
much-
reduce our dependence on
how much
Google
is
Tube
Windows
and
now?
other tech giants, and
Yeah.
they've got something special for you guys, helping you reduce your dependence on inferior skin and case companies. They are offering,
Free?
until Monday,
You think so?
10% off site-wide. All you've got to do is go to the link in the video description. Whether you need a case for your Steam Deck, a screen protector for your phone, a skin for your game console,
Oh, wow.
better looking sides for your PlayStation 5, they've got you covered. And what's the link?
Fuck YouTube.
Fuck YouTube. Thanks, D-Brand. You're always there for us. If you guys enjoyed this video, maybe check out the one about our channel getting hacked last year. Those guys, man. Do they have any allies in the industry? Is burning bridges just their pastime?
Man, I am. It's crazy that sometimes things like this happen, and I think to myself, how lucky I am to live in a time where the internet is free. It's not really free, but it's basically free, you know. Like, there's a video right there. Make sure to give it a like, give them some support, right? Fucking the fuck YouTube. Oh my god. Wow, you missed D-Brand's new URL? I guess so. Oh my fucking god. I think it's so funny. It blows my mind that people don't watch Twitch and YouTube ad blockers. Well, with Twitch, so I have Twitch Turbo, and I don't think I have YouTube Premium because I don't find the ads on YouTube to be intrusive enough to feel like I need Premium. And also, I use ad block. And like on mobile, I don't have ad block. I don't find them to be that intrusive or that annoying. Well, either way, I know that this is what's going to happen, is that eventually ad block will become harder to do. But I've already talked about this before in like videos discussing ad block. I actually think that it's not advantageous for YouTube to disable ad block completely or to stop people from ad blocking. I think what's advantageous for YouTube is to make ad blocker hard to do, but still allow people who really want to do it the option to do it, because those people would have never been purchasers of the ads in the first place. And because of that, those people would just be wasted money that the advertiser is spending money on that would lower their value to YouTube. So like, if you actually look at it from like an economic perspective, the economic perspective and the research that's been provided, at least to me, that I've looked into, shows that people that look at ads oftentimes have a inverse effect by like, I'm not going to watch this ad
Back
because...
of the restaurant.
Sorry.
He did.
I'm not going to watch this ad because, or buy this product because I hate this fucking ad, right? They get really annoyed by it. The Steam's model? Yeah, basically. People do the more convenient thing. If paying for premium is more convenient, then it will work. Yeah, exactly, right? And so I do that too? Yeah, of course. And so, I don't know, I think that's like probably normal, right? uBlock is working fine for me? Yeah. No, anyone who's actually bought something after watching an ad on TV or Twitch? Yeah, absolutely I do. And I think that it happens all the time. So basically advertising, I know that there's a lot of people like, this is like one of these like weird internet things where like people on the internet think advertising doesn't work. You really think that people would be spending billions of dollars on it year after year if advertising didn't work? Like, I own multiple companies that sell products. Like, advertising absolutely works. Like, it's like a stupid, like, internet weirdo, like, Reddit cope. Absolutely it does. So, like, if you look at and it's a very, very small percentage of people that will actually have a reverse reaction to ads. It's like, I think either like a very low double-digit or a single-digit percentage of people. But those users are effectively like a foregone conclusion in terms of like spending money. Like that you will never get them to spend money. So if you serve an ad to them, you are effectively doing a disservice to the person who you are being paid to serve that ad by, right? So like Coca-Cola pays you and you serve an ad to somebody who hates seeing ads and now they're buying Pepsi instead. You kind of fucked over Coca-Cola, didn't you? Right? You did. And so it's actually the most financially beneficial thing for YouTube to make ad blocker harder to do, but not impossible. That way they can maintain a higher CPM, conversion ratio of the advertisements. That's my opinion. That's what I think. And I think that is the most logical and the smartest way of looking at things. So yeah.